ourselves a little bit of fun here, man.
Yeah.
All right. All right, and it's Bedell?
Bedell.
Bedell.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Bedell. All right, hey, we are here at the 2017 MAX conference put on by the fine folks at Northwest Credit Union Association. And I'm here with Ed Bedell from Spokane Federal Credit Union. How are you, Ed?
I'm doing excellent, doing great.
Good.
Having a great time here at
yeah,
the convention.
So how's the conference going so far?
It's outstanding. We've had some amazing speakers so far. Today was really cool, and they talked a little bit about making sure that we're aware of what our members want and combining that digital and analog piece of membership, and it was amazing. It was
that tightrope we're walking on right now, digital and analog.
Yeah, very tight rope, yes, to say the least, yeah.
So what do you want to take away from the conference here? Is there anything in particular that you want to take back to your credit union and kind of implement or plan for?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year I'm serving as one of the young professional champions and working very closely with the young professional leads, the YP Leads group. And so what I'm really hoping is to gain some insight into what they're looking for and how we can work together in Spokane to create a young professionals chapter as well, which is really important for the credit union movement.
Right.
Those are the future leaders, of our credit unions, and those are the ones that are going to be at someday making the big decisions that impact, employees, credit union members, and our community. So very important to get to know them. And furthermore, all the workshops, they're all amazing here. It's a good time. And I learned about the Credit Union 2.0 today.
Oh, really?
At one of the workshops, and it was pretty cool, and it provided some really thought-provoking questions where I was like, think about that a little bit. So,
what was one of the things in there that you took away from there?
I think when he mentioned a little bit about how we are actually servicing our members from the perspective of when they become a member. Are we reaching out to them, and how are we making the membership process easier, and are we automating that? And that was fascinating to me. It's just the thought of, wow, that's one of those things that can make our members' lives easier, and really that's what we're here to do. People helping people, and if it means that we can save them some time or some money, then by all means, we should be doing that.
Indeed, good point. Hey, that kind of segues into our discussion about emerging leaders.
Yes.
So tell me about this, because you were talking about the young credit union professionals, and I had them in here yesterday.
Oh, very cool.
Energy, abound, and passion to match. So it was really cool to see that. So emerging leaders, give me a quick 411 on this. What's this all about?
Emerging Leaders, I would say, was probably the most transformative leadership program that I've been a part of. And I am 2 years removed. I was in cohort number 3, and I learned some amazing skills from the Emerging Leaders program.
Okay.
Everything from being present and knowing how to be in that moment and not 20 minutes down the road. One of the things that I did when I went into the program was I wanted to learn about how to be a better storyteller. And in my position in business development, I do like to tell the story of our credit union and of the credit union movement as a whole. It's crucial. And so I wanted to learn how to do that better, and my project was to tell that story. And so even today, I go back and think about some of those things that I learned, and I whip out my binder that has all of our lessons in it and everything, and I go back to it at times and learn about how important it is to be present in that moment. But the overall premise of the program is to develop those leaders, those folks that are going to be leading our credit unions at some point in the future. And it pushes you. It pushes you in a very healthy way, sometimes in ways that are maybe you're not comfortable with, that you're not used to, I should say. Not
out of your comfort zone.
Out of your comfort zone. And to be pushed that way is healthy. It's good at times. And I know there were times where I felt like I was like, oh my gosh, what? This is crazy. And then I would take a step back and put myself back in that moment and realize why I was there and the intentionality of doing something like this. And it was just everlasting.
So what are some of the results that even intangible, tangible?
Yeah. Well, I would say one of the biggest things for me, personally, professionally, is that idea of being present. In the business development profession, I find myself running all the time, and that's just what I do, and I'm used to that. But it is good to be in that moment at times. Aside from that, before I went into that program, I never really served on any boards or anything like that. And since that, I feel like I've kind of had the courage and the tiger in me kind of comes out. And so I serve on a couple of boards now. I'm working with the young professionals.
Good for you.
Working on some different things in our community that are trying to build the bridge and help those folks that maybe could use some assistance get to that point. So some amazing things.
What prompted you to kind of get involved with this program?
Well, I think the biggest thing is I realized when I started in credit unions I would say about 6 years ago, that I love credit unions, and I knew that at that point that's what I was going to do, and this is what I want to do. And so, while I've been in leadership positions in the past, I felt like I needed to get a deeper understanding of leadership within the credit union industry, and specifically within my organization. And they challenged me to do that. And I had heard about it. We had a couple other folks from our credit union go through that, and they were just they spoke very highly of it. And I said, well, give that a shot. That'd be pretty cool. And you know, I have a great team at the credit union, and they encouraged me and supported me all the way through it. And so it just ended up being something that I felt was a necessary stepping stone to get into that mindset of I want to be a leader, and there are leadership moments every day, all day, and identify those, be present in those moments, and run with them.
Yeah, it's a career changer, big time.
It absolutely is.
And a life changer too.
Oh yes, for sure. Yes, absolutely.
All right, we'll kind of wrap up question here for you, because I'm sure there's other sessions and stuff you want to get to. Any advice for folks out there who are kind of maybe on the fence like you were, and then like, hey, you know, I want to further my career, I want to maybe be a leader in this industry. What would you tell them?
I would say get uncomfortable and do it. Just do it, have fun with it, and understand that the credit union industry is an amazing industry. And if you've just come into the industry, if you've been into it for a while, and you're considering that move into leadership, just know that the possibilities are endless, and the amount of people that we help on a daily basis is pretty remarkable. I imagine, like most other credit union employees, we go to bed at night and we lay down, lay our heads in our pillows, we know that what we did during the day was good. And that makes a big difference. And furthermore, we impact our members and our community. And in the leadership role, you have the chance to impact your coworkers as well too. And whether you are a leader or you don't ever want to be a leader, just being a leader amongst your peers is a really big deal.
Indeed. Ed, you need to be in marketing. You have a lot of good messages there.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Cool. Thank you very much.
Ed, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Well
so
done,
much.
man. Keep up the good work, man. All right? Spread the word. That's really good stuff.
Thank you.
The more leaders we have, the better. Especially ones that are talented.